Right, greetings everyone and welcome to another video where we are giving you some updates as well as talking about Global this week, because why not? The Nintendo Direct isn't here, and you know what? Sometimes we just gotta make a video so that you remember, wait, Umbra does make videos. I mean, hey, yeah, we could always wait and give updates at the very end of the game when EOS hits, but not our goal here. Anyway, hope you guys are doing great today. First off and foremost, let's talk a little bit about this week, because yes, a Nintendo Direct has been announced in the form of a partner/indie direct, which is looking to be the final Switch 1 Direct before we finally get the announcement of Switch 2, and people get excited about that, and scalpers ruin all of our lives. I'm making a lot of commentary in the intro of this video, but this week in Japan there is going to be a big typhoon, and the typhoon is looking to cross all over Japan, and that could delay things. You know, please note that this could be a pretty major storm, and it could disrupt the Wotv updates. It could do a lot of bad things, so please be respectful of people who are over here working on all of the stuff that you guys find fun and enjoyable, and remembering that those people, it's going to be a bit of a rough week for some of us here. Later in the week, the typhoon is expected to cross over the Osaka area and into the Tokyo area. I'll just say it like that, so it's pretty easy. Now, let's talk about JP this week, because JP has been having a limited guild event for the last little while, and limited guild events are not my bread and butter. I don't particularly like them that much, but more recently, I switched guilds. Mayhem, which was our original guild, which we have been with since not day one, but pretty damn close if you look at how long this game has been going. The numbers just got too small, so we fused together with a much bigger guild, and we've been doing limited guild war for the last little while. Limited guild war was going really well. We were at number 2. This limited guild war specifically featured the reserve slot system, and I've spoken at length about what I think about the reserve slot system. In general, I don't particularly like it all that much. I think it's too problematic. I think that it has caused a number of problems which just don't work and don't seem to be getting fixed. And here we are at the near the end, I should say, of our limited guild war, and they canceled it again. That's right. The limited guild war spot has once again been canceled, but it's not doom and gloom for JP players. It's a little frustrating when your team is near the top spot, because you think, well, we've done pretty well this time around. I think we deserve it. But you're not going to look certain gift horses. So here, with this time around, because they canceled it so late into it, they gave 2,000 lapis and a certain amount of other materials, and that's pretty good. Getting 2,000 lapis is always generally really nice. But thankfully this time around, what they did do that was really nice is this. It is the end of farming for me, I guess, for Earth Veritas, because yeah, Earth Veritas and Thunder Veritas, they ended up giving 450 away, which is pretty crazy. That shows kind of how bad the situation was, because yeah, also, why can't I buy all of this stuff? The game encountered a problem. It has never seen this kind of shit before. Yeah, it's pretty bad when we have this kind of situation where it just essentially doesn't work, and I mean, like, unless the next time is perfect, it might be a good idea to finally drop this fantasy they seem to have, which is that just in general, like 5v5 doesn't seem to want to. I think it might be just too maybe too big of a task for how the reserve slot work. I don't know why at this point they just don't make it 5v5, because that programming has to generally be easier than trying to muck around with doing a reserve spot. It still pushes people to make bigger teams with more stuff, and if that's the goal, then that'll probably work out just fine. But I don't know. For me, anyway. Oh my god, that's right. 450 is almost nothing in terms. Well, it's not nothing. We did get very close. Done. But yeah, I think that they really, really need to reevaluate exactly how they are doing this. Oh, yes, we're limited. Oh, interesting. But I really do think that at this point in time, it does feel like a comedy of errors where we're just constantly seeing them try to implement these systems that they want to, and it's just not working out. It's causing these problems every time. It's canceling these things. And, you know, PvP people, they like this. I'm not on the super high end of, wow, I really enjoy doing this every. But some people do, and they probably are more annoyed with just how, in general, it feels like there's constant problems, and yeah, might just be a good idea to, at this point, just not do these kind of things. I don't know, that's my opinion. Please feel free to share what you think in the comments below. I do think that Globalers should kind of at least get the medals for the Verituses ahead of time. Like, because I don't know if this will happen on Global. Obviously, it was canceled on G. Big compensation. So whether Global actually does even get it, I mean, if they do get it, I guess you'll see if it works by then. Maybe that'll be the final test. But I kind of feel that Globalers should get that, because it is a pretty nice chunk for a lot of low tier players and, you know, mid and small spenders and free to players get that kind of. Anyway, my thoughts, such as they are. So with that being said, let's talk just a little bit about Global this week, shall we? Because why not? We're here and we can do a combo video. We can do that. Regarding limited and mock guild battles. Oh wait, an error has been made to possible limited guild battles and defense parties when certain conditions are filled, blah 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 blah. So you guys got the 2000 Vizier and the Behemoth stake, but you did not get. So hopefully they do make that a little bit okay eventually. Talking about what Global is getting, the story update this week, and Veritas of the Bolt, as well as Gales of Havoc Garude. It's a really straightforward week. Bolt Veritas will be your new long-term project for most of you, trying to get her done, ready, and upgraded to actually usable. Will take a good amount of time. See Earth Veritas for similar style of results. He is coming out this week, so it would be kind of nice if they just gave everybody a 450 medal bonus. That would be really good. And, you know, there it is. Gales of Havoc Garude is a really straightforward, nice summon, but a permanent addition to the pool. As opposed to Shreka, who I heavily advocate for. I don't think that this is the most be-all and end-all vision card. It's a nice vision card to have, sure, but there are other options at this point, and old summons generally work pretty nice for people. Like, they don't really need to go out of their way for the newest vision card or the Esper. I think that the character from the previous week is still just generally important. And if I just take a look as to what Trekken is still generally run on JP with Dark Siren, who might actually be less good of a recommendation because it's a 90 cost vision card, but that is usually who she is run with. not the other one. And in terms of VCs, it's usually the VVVC and Shinryu. So yeah, this VC that is coming out for you guys this week, this Garude summon, isn't exactly the biggest make or break for you guys of all time. I don't even think that there are any of the top teams really use anything, or the Esper, because I think the Esper is kind of nice, but yeah, maybe just save your resources. JP later this week will also be getting, at the very least, news about our next update. The next update won't be taking place till September 1st, which is Sunday. So for people who are wondering about previews, events, and all of that for JP and when the updates you'll hear from that, that'll be later this week. So if I want to upload any other videos, it's gonna have to be something else, and maybe SOC. Maybe I'll do another video about that really short. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and talk about it later. And you know what? At the very end here, the VV card. Let's do a little extra about the VV. So the VV card, Sword, Staff Black Mage, Mace, and Cloak, increases resistance to AoE attacks and reaction block of 32, magic power up by 15, and duels only, HP up of 15. People have asked, what is, the what would be the replacement for VCs like this? That's a tough question to answer. There's a reason why I haven't done a video about replacement VCs yet, although definitely could think about doing it. Because I don't know who else is doing it. But when we're talking about VC replacements, usually you're looking for what is, like, job VCs are really difficult because normally they are just a specific combination of stuff that fits the team properly. So you would need to find a VC that would generally be applicable to everyone in the party that has the similar effects. So with VV, like with the team that those vision cards are generally used, one of the big things is AoE resistance. It makes your team much more survivable against the opponents, which is really, really important. But it doesn't always apply to every character. As I said, like, it works with Sephiroth, works with not Gilgamesh, and it works with Shreka. So this VC that is being specifically applied to this party is only targeting characters, but it is giving those two characters certain bonuses. AC Sephiroth is not a magic-based character, so that's not why you're running it. You're basically running it for the AoE resistance on him. And Shreken's the only one who is taking that magical bonus. That's what it means to think about replacement VC. So, like, I haven't thought too terribly much about this. This is at the end of the video, but if you're looking for it, really think about what that VC does and why that VC is being equipped and which characters are being equipped for it. And then the other question is sometimes there just isn't a one-for-one. There definitely isn't a one-for-one replacement. There isn't even a good replacement out there for this that maybe hasn't come out yet or just exists. In that case, you're kind of just looking to do the best that you can and try and focus on the highest priority stat that it's giving to you and get that somewhere. But certain things like that HP up or duels only, that will never be gone from anywhere else. So pray for an FF9 revival. Anyway, a little bit bonus at the end of this video. Thanks so much for watching. Take care. Later.